So how to start new YouTube channel in 2025? So you want to start a YouTube channel in 2025. Here's the hard truth. Most people actually never start because they get stuck in their head. They worry about what others will think of them, or they wait for so-called the perfect moment that never seems to come. I've been there too, and I totally get it. But trust me when I say this, the hardest part isn't getting views or going viral. It's actually sitting behind the camera and pressing that record button for the first time. It gives that shiver all around your spine. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that helped me go from feeling terrified to striving as a YouTuber, from recording cringe-worthy practice videos in secret to building viral channels with over 1.2 million subscribers combined. So if you are ready to finally take the plunge, let's dive in together. Number one, stop worrying about judgment. If you haven't started your YouTube channel yet, I know that the fear of judgment is probably one of the biggest reasons why you're still holding back. So when I started vlogging a few years ago, I was terrified of what people will think of me. I hated being on camera and had zero confidence. But here's the truth. Getting comfortable on camera takes time, and it gets easier and more easier as you practice. So you should try to give yourself some time to practice. All right. What helped me was accepting the reality that in most cases, people really don't care enough to judge me or the content I'm creating. Sure, there might be a group of trolls online, but honestly, they are irrelevant. Don't let them stop you. Most successful YouTubers like Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, don't care what others think of them. Now, this is the reason why they come across natural and confident on camera, and it's helped them build massive following. But here's the thing, confidence is a skill you can learn, and it definitely wasn't something I was born with. It's something I developed over time. In fact, these two videos you're about to see are over 3 years old, and they show exactly what I did to build my confidence before posting my first video on YouTube. I'm going to share my confidence building routine for you right now so that you can also learn from it. All right, every day for about 20 minutes, I spend time practicing at home when no one else was around. All right, I'll set up my camera on a tripod and place it on my, or place it on my desk and talk to it for like 20 to 30 minutes straight. So now I did this for months in complete secret. No one knew I was practicing. It wasn't for anyone's approval, but for my own personal growth. All right, it worked wonders actually over time. It worked wonders actually over time. I became so much more comfortable behind the camera, and the confidence translated into my real videos. Your confidence building tips. All right, if you're not yet confident on camera, here's a simple exercise. Take your camera or even just your phone and go for a walk, all right, in a quiet place like a field. Start talking to it. All right, don't even worry about recording. If you don't want to record, it's fine. You can just hold the camera up and just start talking to it. All right, the goal is just to practice getting comfortable and speaking through the lens. All right, you make sure that while you're recording, you're looking at the lens once or twice while you catch what you're saying, and while you really set aside the tone of your speech. All right, and hey, you can always delete the footage if you've actually recording, or you keep it for memories. Whatever works for you, you can just do it. So the goal is to practice, to practice, and to practice. Do this every day for the next few weeks, and you'll find that you get more confident in no time. And you have to trust me on this. The next step is market research. So you need to become a good customer. Now let's talk about something that a lot of new creators overlook: market research. All right, to become a great creator, you first have to learn how to be a great consumer. There's a big difference between mindlessly scrolling through videos and strategically studying content. All right, here's how you can do that. All right, create a brand new YouTube channel. Subscribe only to creators in your niche, people who create the kind of content you want to make. All right, when you watch a video, ask yourself, all right, why did I click on this particular video? Was it the title? Was it the thumbnail? You need to write down that observation so that you can understand the audience you're about to start creating content for. So just starting to build an understanding of what makes people click, and that's valuable knowledge for your future content that you're about to start creating. So the next one is, if you start watching a video and you get bored, ask yourself why. Write down what made you lose interest. Was it the pacing? Was it the hook? Was the hook weak? Write down what could have been improved in that particular video. So this process helps you analyze what works and what doesn't, and you can apply this same process in your own content when you finally start. The next one is, let the algorithm learn your preference. All right, the more you do this, like following, commenting on the new account, the better you would get at spotting patterns in successful videos. So the best part is you can replicate these patterns in your own content, which can help you attract more viewers. Doing thorough market research is one of the most powerful things that you can do for your channel. It's no secret that big YouTubers have an entire team doing this research for them. But as a small creator, you need to do this work yourself until you can outsource it completely. If you follow these steps consistently, you'll become a pro at market research. So the next one is, start creating and don't overthink it. Trust me, we are at the point where we need to stop overthinking and start creating. This is the part where most people get stuck, because I promise you it gets easier the more you create. In 2025, YouTube's algorithm have made it easier for new creators to grow, even without a huge following. You don't need to announce your new channel to the world if you don't want to. You can start in secret, all right? Trust me, your first 20 to 30 or even 50 videos will probably suck, and that's okay. Every big YouTuber has gone through this, and these are stories you can actually say, or you can actually narrate later on when you become really big. You can always make the old videos private if you actually want to, or probably you just leave it, whichever one works. So the key here is to start, all right? You will never find success if you don't post your first video, because like I said, it always gets easier. And here's the best part. Modern smartphones like iPhones have incredible cameras, and natural lighting is often all you need to create your first video. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. The best time to start is right now. So the next one is, embrace imperfection. All right, you need to learn from your mistakes. Many of you are always shying away from making mistakes, and this is where the problem is, because if you do not make mistakes, you would not learn from it to know how to improve on it. And you notice that every single time you make a mistake, you correct yourself, and when you correct yourself, you get better at what you are actually doing. So when you start editing your videos, don't aim for perfection right away. When you start editing your thumbnail, just create it just for the moment, all right? You are going to make mistakes, and that's totally fine. So the most valuable lesson often comes from the mistakes you make. Just like I said, don't waste time trying to make your first video perfect. It's not going to be, all right? And that's very, very fine. So trust me, you will improve faster by just doing the work and learning from your mistakes than trying to make everything perfect and in good standing. So step 5, success is about constant improvement, not just uploading, all right? Success on YouTube isn't about posting endless videos. It's about improving with every upload you make. So when I started out, I thought just uploading videos could lead to success, but over time I realized that the key to growing was consistent improvement. I aim to improve by just 1% every single time. And whether it's better storytelling, lightning, editing, or thumbnail, even now with over 1.2 million combined subscribers, my videos aren't perfect, all right? And that's completely fine. So what matters most is me continuing to improve every single time. So this is what creates the compound effect of growth over time. I want to leave you with a quote from Reid Hoffman, all right? Which says, if you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you've launched it too late, all right? The more you improve, the more you will evolve as a creator, and the more your channel will also grow. So growth on YouTube takes time, all right? The algorithm needs to match your content with the right audience. And once that happens, the results can be really amazing. And courage is key. Starting is scary, I will tell you. It is very, very scary, but the journey is worth it, because you can always put one step after the other in improvement. All right, so to keep learning, to keep improving, to keep creating is all that you need to actually get better. I promise you, if you stick with it and you stick with me, your hard work will pay off in 2025. So if you found this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe. It helps me grow and gives me the opportunity to make more videos like this to help you succeed. All right, thank you so much for watching. Check out some of those videos and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.